Even though the weather's not so nice, we're being stubborn here and still harassing the fish. 1 and 2. Nice healthy smallmouth. Isn't that a nice picture? Look at that. We have to get the pliers.
Canadian Sport Fishing is brought to you by Rapala Premium Fishing Gear, crafted from experience. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. Dickies, guaranteed workwear since 1922. Lucky Strike, more fish bite with a Lucky Strike.
Usually where they are is right on the, see the break here line?
Yeah.
Right on the break where it goes from seeing rocks to not seeing rocks. So we're actually right off the front of the boat even.
Good.
Nice head shake. It's kind of a nice setting with all the gallery of birds that we have here, Bill.
It is.
You know, this is kind of nice. We're here fishing midday on Lake Erie, and I'm with my good friend Bill McFarlane. We thought we'd come and do some bass fishing. And we're using, really, it's called the finesse fishing technique. We're using pretty light rods and line, and we're using tube jigs. Now, I know many of you have used them, or you've seen shows where personalities on the programs have been using these tube jigs. They don't look like much. They almost look like a little squid. See if I can pop this one out. But for some reason, smallmouth just love them. We have to get the pliers. No, there, popped out. It's a nice little smallmouth to start things off. And release them. Now this is what Bill and I are using. These are 4-inch tubes. And you can see that the jig head is right inside the tube. They're both 1/4 ounce. And we're using light action to medium action spinning rods. So all we're doing is going along the shoreline and making our cast to where we believe the first break is, where it goes from about 5-6 feet down to about 10-15. So one of the keys to fishing these tubes properly is to make sure that your line goes slack so that the tube hits the bottom, and then gently lift your rod up. Double header?
Yes, sir.
All right, get the hook in up. This is awesome. Good fish. Okay, bring them over here around the front if you can, Bill.
Yeah.
So it's that easy. This doesn't happen all the time, by the way. Good size fish. You know what? I'm going to grab the net. See if we can put them both in the net at one time. Like the pros that we are, Bill.
Yeah.
I guess we cast in the right spot, right? Good size fish. Okay. Let's see if I can bring mine around here. It's a little hectic. We'll try not to get them tangled up. I haven't seen, oh, there's 1. 1 and 2.
There we go.
You know what? They're heavy. Look at this.
Oh, that's
Isn't that nice?
Fish.
Look at beautiful smallmouths. This one is probably about 18 inches. Yours is about 15, 16.
You sure that wasn't mine?
I don't know. Here, we better switch them around. Isn't that a nice sight? Look at, with tubes. Now, even though these tubes don't have any action tails per se like a twister, for some reason when they go through the water, they look just like a crayfish. And smallmouth can't resist them. So they're really good lure to use. We'll just hold them up before we release them. Oh, you lassoed yours as well. That's awesome.
You did a little spin, I think.
Yeah. The water's nice and cold because we're fishing Lake Erie, so they're going to be fine. We'll just put the net down for a minute. Isn't that a nice picture? Look at that. Okay, Bill, why don't we put him back in the net and then I'll give you the honors. You just hold them
Sure,
over the
that'd be great.
side at the front, and if you tilt it a little bit, they should go. This is a really nice live release net. Now they're probably going to want to go into the net, so you're doing good. You're doing good.
There you go.
Good release. Wasn't that awesome?
That was amazing.
It's like, let's do it again, like little
All
kids,
right.
right? That was awesome. Right on cue. Now what I'm going to do though, you know, one thing
Thank
that
you.
sometimes we take for granted, we've got a bit of wind today. We tried fishing the main lake, and it was pretty windy, a little bit uncomfortable, and we might go out there again, maybe in an hour or two. But we're using an 80-pound thrust electric. And if you've noticed, the boat that we're in, this one is 17.5 feet long. It's called a G3 175 with a 150 horsepower motor. And because it's nice and deep and it's high off the water, the wind can really push it. But with an 80-pound thrust electric, it's very easy to have boat control. And this particular one has a bow mount foot control electric. So what I'm going to do, Bill, is get us back up because we've blown down from the wind.
Perfect.
So this is, look Mom, no hands. Very handy to do. Okay, I'm going thrust speed, Scotty, with the lithium crystals. Did you ever watch Star Trek?
No.
No, didn't think so.
Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes.
Me and my buddies were fishing with my brother, and I caught a 10.5-pound walleye, and it was the biggest fish I've ever caught in my whole entire life. And that thing fought for at least 15 minutes. And when that thing got to the net, we had to fight to even bring that thing up. It was so heavy.
We'd love to hear your fishing story. Go to our website and enter the Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes. It's free, and you could win some great prizes.